G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Lovely to have you here today with me. Is everyone still feeling a little bit on the Christmassy side? I've got a couple more, maybe two, maybe three Christmassy videos to go, and then that'll be the end of Christmas for 2022. I have got this big snowflake mold. I've had it for a year or two, and I've never used it, so I'm going to use it today. And I'm going to put some Resin Expressions cellophane. I think it's cellophane. This one's like an aqua one, that's a blue one. This was called Iceland Blue and Aqua Ice. So I'm going to pop those in. I have got my resin. I'm using the Platinum River Table Epoxy. It's a 2:1 ratio. Yeah, really enjoying using this resin. It's really bubble free. I used it in my dragon. I used it in my little Christmas coasters, and yeah, I'm not getting any bubbles, so happy with that. It's got a really long work time. Right, I mixed up 80 grams of A, 35 grams of B. I'm going to divide it into 2 cups because I thought I'd put the blue in the center and then the aqua on the outside. And if they mix a little bit, that's okay. I'm okay with that. They can mix. So I'll have a little bit more. Oh, I was supposed to put this in first. My sparkle white. Oh gosh, now I've just made bubbles. I thought I'd put a little bit of sparkle white into it. Lots of places sell sparkle white. I'm just going to open it over here out of the way because it blows everywhere. It doesn't have it's not a white pigment. Just a tiny bit because it's pretty strong. Just for a shimmer. You know, we need a little bit of a sparkle at Christmas time, don't we? Everything's sparkly at Christmas time. Oh. Got my puffy heart mold in case I've got some left over. So this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to mix the sparkle white in here first, then divide it into these cups. Can you see how it just gives a bit of a sparkle, funnily enough? It does. So, like, it doesn't change the color. It's not a pigment powder. It just has a very, very fine glitter in it. So I probably need like 3/4 of a cup of that because it's going to go in bigger areas. And then the blue only needs like 1/4 of a cup. Like so. By the looks of it, I'm going to be making more pendants. Oh, that's okay. Okay, we can make more pendants, can't we? It's only a little bit of resin. All right, so that's that done. Now, let's put some of this in. How am I going to get it in there? How? A spoon would be a good option. So, you know when I did my dragon and I had to try and cut up all the cellophane? Well, look, you guys, look, it comes already cut up for you. Like, yes. Oh. Actually, maybe I could do another dragon and use this. I'll have to buy more, though, because there's not that much in there. It's only a little jar. How pretty does that look? Get the lid back on. I can never get the lids back on the way they're supposed to go on. Okay, so that's that. I'll mix that one up. I don't want it to be too thick with the cellophane. Look at that. Isn't that just amazing? I like to see some clear as well. Like, I don't want it to be too heavily populated with cellophane. All right, and now just a little bit of the blue. There we go. A little bit of the blue. I'll try and get that back on. It always, like, the thread wants to go the other way. Oh gosh. All right, there we go. That one doesn't look as heavily populated. Probably because this one is deeper. I'm gonna have to put a little bit more in. I'll just do that because whatever sticks will go in. Yeah, it's probably just looks more because it's a deeper cup. Maybe I did put more in. I don't know. Okay. Alrighty, so here we go. And then there's a little nib there. Take that stick out. There's a little nib there. It's quite a deep mold. I mean, you don't have to fill it all the way, but if you want to use the little nib, you're going to have to fill it quite high, really, quite deep. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. That is so pretty. I better get a piece of paper towel. Catch my drips. Catch my drips. Just going to put a little bit in each here. Oh gosh, what's that? Something in there. Make sure that you've got all your little bits of dust and stuff out before you start pouring. But yeah, it's quite a deep mold. All right, now that that's done, I'm going to put some of this blue around the middle, like so. And then we'll go with a bit more of this one. And they'll blend. Oh my gosh, I've just spilt. They will blend, and that's okay. But I just really wanted this sort of aqua at the top, on the outside, round the outside, round the outside. I have no idea where that's from. I just rung a bell. All right, let me just clean up my mess. Otherwise it's going to dry on my board and that's not going to be good. Clean up as I go. Okay, I should just be more careful, shouldn't I? I kind of feel as if I need a little bit more blue. I don't know, maybe the blue's just not as bright. I don't know. It just seems like I'm putting a lot more blue in there. Okay, here we go. Maybe I won't have any left over for the pendants. All right, use it all up. But you can see how it's still kind of transparent. You can see through it. Now I'm feeling like I want a little bit more on this one, of this one. Do I? Oh gosh, maybe just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. There, this one does feel more like fine. It seems not to be as thick and chunky as the blue one for some reason. Okay, well I'll put that away because I'm not going to need that. I've mixed up, looks like the right amount, so that's good. So it's about half a cup for those people that have got this mold and you're not sure. About half a cup, I think. Should do. So I'm just pouring in on the tips here, just to sort of force that resin back, and hopefully keep the blue more so in the middle. I mean, I don't mind if it wants to come out a little bit. Now I just have to make sure that we're going into that little nib there. Grab a toothpick. Don't think I've got any glitter in there though. I'll have to get some glitter and actually physically put it in there because I don't think I've got any in there. Look at that. It's just the right amount. Who would have thunk? Hey, who would have thunk that? That it's the right amount. It's a very pretty snowflake. Now I've shown you my tree, I think twice already because people keep asking, and I thought, oh, I better put it on a couple of videos in case you've missed, you know, the other video. So then I put it up again. I'll put it up again with this video. I mean, you would have already seen it, but yeah, I'll put it up again with this video just so that hopefully everybody gets to see it because you've all been asking to see my tree. Now, I'm just cleaning up here, cleaning up my mess. Now, there was a couple of big chunks that I didn't really like the look of, and this looks white. Yeah, big chunks. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I'm chasing this around. You can. There's a lot of bubbles sitting on top. This resin is really good for bubble release. It releases bubbles easily on its own. With these really thin molds, I would advise against torching. They don't handle heat very well. Even if you do a very, very light torching, they really don't handle it well, and you end up fusing the resin to the silicone. But you can just spray with some alcohol. Now this is going to be the back, so I don't mind spraying alcohol. I don't like, you've heard me say this before, I don't like spraying alcohol on the front because, well, with mine it leaves like a watermark, oily mark type thing. Oh, there's really big chunks of the blue in here. Definitely not as fine as the other colour. Alrighty, that's it. So that's those. Doesn't it look pretty? I'll get you down, get my gloves off. I'm just going to spray them with some alcohol and give them a clean, that way I can use them again. Because it's always good to reuse your gloves, isn't it? You don't want to throw them away after just one use. So I'll just grab those off and then get them off. And then I'll get you down. Got it. All right, take you off the tripod. Okay, here we go. Zoom. Look at that. Look at the different colors there. You can still see that it's aqua and blue, but the blue's kind of melding into the aqua a little bit. And you can see it's got aqua and blues. There's a bit of yellows, there's a bit of greens. All kinds of different colors. Oh yes, I did say I was going to go and put some colour in the nib. Hey, I need to go and do that. I'll open this and I'll just pop a few in there with my toothpick. I'm going to stand on this side. Really pretty. Alright, now this resin is going to take 24 hours to cure. Well, 18 I guess. I'll see you in the morning, tomorrow morning, and we'll unmold it. See you then. It's the next day, the next morning actually. Still a little bit bendy, but it's rock hard. So let's get this out. My thumb's still sore from being stabbed by prawns multiple times the other day. You don't realise how much you use your thumb. Oh gosh. Peeling prawns, 2 kilos of prawns. I peeled for a dinner party on the weekend. Oh, look at that. Wow. I love using cellophane. It's so pretty. Let's get this off. There's so many little bits to take off. Ow. Maybe I can use my other hand. Hey? It's probably a better idea if I use my unaffected thumb, hey? I can see lots of different colours so far. Look at that, almost out. So it's got a little nib on this end for hanging. Last little pop, there it is, pop, it's out. Alrighty, so that looks like, oh my gosh, look at that. It looks so different from that. I guess because the cellophane drops down. Oh, it's so pretty. Let's move those out of the way. Wow. Not sure what the hole in the middle is supposed to be for, but I guess you could fill it up with something. Put a gem in there. All right, let's see if we can see how pretty it is. Climb up onto my step so I can look through the screen. Can you see how pretty it is, or are those ring lights really annoying? Look at that. It's just so pretty. There's the little nib, the little hole for you to hang it. It's not very heavy, like resin's not heavy. You'd think it's heavier, but it's not very heavy. If you had a big tree, you could hang that on your tree, or maybe it could go on the top. Or you could just use it as part of your decorations in your house. Stand it up on a bookshelf somewhere, in your kitchen, in your dining room somewhere people are gonna see it and go, wow, look at that. That is so pretty. Look at all those colors. Really happy with that. That's the back. Close up, you can see the difference. But this has got the rounded edges on this side, so there it is. All right. Now I have got, oh, do you remember when I did those floating candles with the floating decorative balls and the water beads? I've got that coming up in red and white. I told you I was going to do that. So that's coming up real soon. That's going to go on my Christmas table. So that video will come real soon. So keep an eye out for that one. All right. Thank you so much for watching again. Really appreciate everyone being here with me. And I will see you again real soon for the next video. Okay. Take care. Bye for now. So this is it just here on my bench with the ring lights around it. Let's go for a little walk and see what it looks like in different lights. Oh, look at that. You can really see the aqua now. Eh? It looks very much more green and then blue. I'll go over here and see what it looks like. That sort of natural light coming in. So there we go. A different light shows the difference. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll go back up here. Interesting to see how it looks in different lights, isn't it? All right, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again real soon for the next video. Okay, take care. Bye for now.